In their work as relationship researchers and therapists, Doctors John and Julie Gottman have identified what they call the Four Horsemen of the Apocalypse in relationships: criticism, contempt, defensiveness, and stonewalling. They have found that when these patterns of communication are left unchecked, the probabilities of divorce are very high. Let's look at each one. Criticism is when one partner expresses a negative opinion or judgment about the other partner as a person, rather than addressing a specific behavior or issue. For example, instead of simply raising a concern about getting more help with domestic chores, a spouse would say something like, "You are so lazy and disorganized. I can never count on you to help around here." Instead of focusing on the issue of concern, the communication becomes an attack on the other person's character. Contempt is a more severe form of criticism and is characterized by the use of sarcasm, eye-rolling, or name-calling. It is often accompanied by body language such as sneering or smirking. Contempt is the most toxic of the Four Horsemen, as it is based on the belief that the partner is inferior and not worthy of respect. An example of verbal contempt might be something like calling your spouse an idiot or a bastard. Defensiveness is a response to criticism or contempt and is characterized by the partner becoming defensive and counterattacking. Instead of turning to the issue at hand, the person feels an attack on their core self and launches into a response that excuses their behavior on the basis of the other person's faults or flaws. A common example of this would be saying, "Well, I might be more helpful around the house if you weren't constantly maxing out our credit cards and forcing me to have to work overtime to pay our bills." Finally, stonewalling is when one partner emotionally withdraws from the conversation and is characterized by silence, shutting down, or avoiding the issue. This can create feelings of isolation and disconnection in the partner who is being stonewalled. The stonewalling is not framed as a temporary and deliberate effort to calm down, but is used as a weapon to create distance and punish the other person by withdrawing emotionally and or physically. For example, in response to criticism or contempt from his wife, a husband might grab his car keys and disappear for hours without communication of his whereabouts. The Four Horsemen are not only harmful to the relationship itself, but also to the individual's mental health, leading to anxiety and depression, physical health problems, and even to the development of personality disorders. If you are experiencing these dynamics in your relationship, be warned that you are on thin relational ice and may need professional help to repair and preserve the relationship.